Our book for today is Sammy Spider's first trip to Israel. So our first book was a dinosaur going to Israel. Our book from yesterday was a monkey going to Israel. And today's Sammy the Spider's going to Israel. And the author of this book is Sylvia Roos. She writes all the Sammy Spider books. And the illustrator is Catherine James Kahn. She drew all these beautiful pictures. A curious Sammy Spider peered down from his web as Josh Shapiro closed his suitcase. "Mother," asked Sammy closely, "what is Josh doing?" "He's packing for his family's trip to Israel," answered Mrs. Spider. "Will we go too?" asked Sammy. "Silly little Sammy," laughed Mrs. Spider. "Help me here. Spiders don't fly to Israel. Spiders spin webs." Good job. Sammy wasn't listening. He watched Mr. Shapiro give Josh a toy aeroplane. "Thanks," exclaimed Josh. "Is this a model of the LL aeroplane that is flying us to Israel?" "Yes," nodded Mr. Shapiro. "Now get your suitcase, Josh. We're leaving for the airport." Sammy lowered himself on a strand of webbing to get a closer look at the little aeroplane. He had just crawled inside the window above the wing when Josh picked up the aeroplane and dashed to the waiting taxi. "Oh no," cried Mrs. Spider as Josh ran out the door carrying the plane with Sammy inside. She was not sure what to do. Keeping Sammy from exploring was as hopeless as keeping the sun from rising each morning, and she knew he wouldn't be traveling alone. Well, who was he going to be with? Sammy was going to be with Josh and his parents. Look, there they're going. The taxi's waiting outside for them. From inside the little aeroplane, Sammy watched the big plane take off and fly above the clouds into the blue sky. He felt scared, but he couldn't help feeling a little bit excited too. Hours later, the plane landed at Ben Gurion Airport. A taxi took the Shapiros to their Tel Aviv hotel. Shalom. Do you remember what shalom means? Hello and goodbye and peace. "Shalom," replied Mr. Shapiro. "That's the Hebrew word for hello," he told Josh. After they unpacked, the Shapiros decided to walk along the beach. Josh put on his swimsuit and grabbed the little plane. "Shalom," said the lifeguard. "Shalom," replied Josh. Sammy smelled fresh sea air mingled with the aromas of sidewalk cafes and fruit salads. "I wish my mother were here to enjoy the smells of Israel," he thought. They also went to the beach. That evening, the family strolled along Dizengoff Street. Josh had the little plane tucked under his arm. "Shalom," said a sidewalk musician who was playing Israeli music on the guitar. Sammy loved the sounds of the busy street. People speaking Hebrew, cars honking, and tourists bargaining with shopkeepers. "I wish my mother could hear the sounds of Israel," thought Sammy. The next morning, the Shapiros boarded a bus for Jerusalem. "Shalom," said the bus driver. The bus driver stopped for lunch at a kibbutz. Do you remember in our book yesterday, what were they doing on the kibbutz? They were milking the cows, yes. "Many families live here together and farm the land," Mr. Shapiro told Josh as they gathered in the dining hall. The Shapiros ate falafel, hummus with pita, olives, and pickles, the same as Dino the dinosaur. Do you remember? He also had falafel and pickles and olives. Sammy was hungry too. When everyone finished eating, he darted out of the little plane and sampled leftovers that had dropped to the floor. The pickles tasted sour. What else tastes sour? Can you look at the picture and tell me what else tastes sour? That's right, lemons taste sour. And the olives were salty. And the hummus and falafel were very spicy. Back inside the plane, Sammy thought, "I wish my mother was here with me." After lunch, Josh picked up his little plane and headed for the kibbutz farm. There was a cow grazing with her calf and a hen clucking to her chicks. Reminded Sammy how much he missed his mommy. "Silly little Sammy," he could hear her say. "Have fun, I'll see you soon." When the group reboarded the bus, the kibbutz family waved shalom. Remember what shalom means? Goodbye. The bus climbed the hilly road to Jerusalem. As they rounded a curve, the afternoon sun glistened. "We're here," announced the bus driver. "Wow, it looks like a golden city," Sammy exclaimed to himself. "If only my mom could see Israel too." Look at those beautiful buildings and those beautiful hills. "The Western Wall is all that is left of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem," the guide explained. See, this is the wall that they went and they prayed with. "Shalom," said the young soldier at the checkpoint. "Shalom," Josh replied. You see, they were at the wall. Josh and his father walked towards the wall. Sammy saw some people praying. Others were tucking little notes between the huge blocks. "They have written special prayers," Mr. Shapiro told Josh. Sammy crawled out of the little plane onto the wall. The huge stones felt hard, and there were cracks inside. "It's just like the land of Israel," thought Sammy, hard and rugged. Look, he put his little prayer inside here too. The days passed quickly. The Shapiros traveled all over Israel, and Sammy went along, snug in little Josh's plane. The road camels in the Negev desert, and Sammy felt the soft wool of the animals. Have any of you ridden a camel before? Do you know what these are called? Called a hump. You know what's inside that hump? Water for the camels. They snorkeled off the beach of Eilat, and Sammy saw the colored fish. They stopped at a date farm in the Galilee, and Sammy tasted the sweet fruit. They floated in the Dead Sea, and Sammy smelt the salty water. Remember when Dinah went to the Dead Sea as well? And Ella went there too? They all went to the Dead Sea. On Shabbat, they went to shul, where Sammy heard everyone say, "Shabbat Shalom." Shalom also means peace, Mr. Shapiro told Josh. May we all have a peaceful Shabbat. Finally, it was time to fly home. Sammy was so excited to go home and see his mom. When the Shapiros arrived at the home, Josh ran inside and put the little aeroplane on the couch. Sammy called out and shouted, "Mother, Mother, I'm home!" Mrs. Spider scrambled down to embrace Sammy. "I'm so glad you're back. I missed you so much," she said. "I missed you too," Sammy replied. "I wish you had been with me to smell the sea air of Tel Aviv and hear the Israeli music and taste the delicious falafel and go to the Western Wall. And I have a new word to teach you. Shalom is a special Hebrew word which means hello, goodbye, and peace." Sammy rubbed his eyes and yawned. Mrs. Spider carried sleepy Sammy back to their web. As she tucked him in, she whispered softly, "Shalom, little Sammy. Hello, welcome back, and sleep peacefully."